The boogeyman is coming.
What up?
Hello, everyone out there. You
Hello,
lovely
everybody.
human beings. What's up, everybody? Hello, welcome. It is Thursday. Justin, is this like the first stream we've ever done on a Thursday?
Definitely these. I mean, I think we might have done a live commentary at one point, but I don't think we've ever done, a Haddonfield High alumni.
We have not done our normal dumbassery on a Thursday before. This is weird.
Oh, I know. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hello.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Antonis, Lloyd, Sam, John, everybody. What's going on?
He's naming him. Antonis, Death Punch, Lloyd, Jose, Christina, Mr. Deadlights, John, everybody. Sam, how's everybody doing? All right. Wait, what's up? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of backstory here. So normally...
Sarah! Oh, thank you, Sarah. By the way, I love you, Sarah.
The 5 Canuck bucks. Thank you very much, Sarah. We greatly appreciate that. It has been a while. Glad to see you in here. And I hope we can entertain you this evening. So thank you very much for that donation, Sarah. I appreciate that very much. So here's the story, guys. I'm sorry that I did this to you. My power goes out Monday. I don't have power. It's supposed to be. Then they tell me, hey, it's not going to be today. It's going to be tomorrow. So I go get a hotel. I said, it's 95 degrees outside. Ain't no way in hell am I going to sit and cook in my dark house. So I got a hotel. Well, then the power didn't come back on yesterday until, I don't know, 7:30. But luckily for me, after work, I went and saw Trey Crowder, very funny comedian, my first stand-up show ever. And it was great. I had fun. And by the time I got back, the power was on and I could live like a civilized human being. So for the UNITA listeners as well, this put a damper on UNITA for this week. So there will not be a new episode of the podcast this week. We're going to record next week. So I'm sorry. Blame my utility company for just all around sucking. But anyway, Justin, how are you? People are talking about your hair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a little different, guys. A little
Did you get a
different.
haircut?
I did. I got a little bit of a haircut last week, so it's just down right now. So, but yeah, I got a haircut. I did. Yes.
Justin's
And
trying new things.
I trimmed the beard a little bit too. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, Justin, did you have a hot date or something? What are you preparing for?
No hot date. I was just like, you know what? Actually, last Tuesday I got some headshots done. So I got that done.
Justin's going to Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you did say you're in Halloween Ends. People are going to be really upset if I'm in the movie.
I know. I'm that extra in the background that walks, so you'll see me like.
Yeah, you know that one guy in that one scene that you're going to see walking.
Scene.
That's Justin. But he's never going to tell you what scene it is. He's just going to be like, yeah, it's that one scene. You guys are
the opening credits. You see me in the opening credits, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, Justin cosplays as the pumpkin in the opening credits. He is the pumpkin. Yes. Yes. So yeah, guys, it's been interesting. It's been weird. Man. Life's been a whirlwind. Antonis, yes, I was going to see the Black Phone tonight right after work. The only reason I didn't was for this live stream. I did not. I thought about it. I'm literally on my way to work this morning. I'm going, okay, do I just push the live stream and say, hey, Justin, let's just pick it up next week? Or do I say, no, I want to give the people the live stream? And, we're not hot shots, Justin and I, but we know you guys wanted to talk to us, and we wanted to talk to you. So I said, you know what, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep the live stream, and I'll see the Black Phone this weekend sometime. But yeah, we'll be seeing it. It's getting great reviews. Justin, are you going to see it?
I want to see it. Yeah, I'll try to go. If I don't go this weekend, I'm definitely going to see it soon, though, because it looks great. And the reviews quite surprised me. I didn't think it looked bad, but it's with critics, it's always like you never know with horror movies. They're either going to love them or hate them.
85% by critics, I think right now. That's pretty darn good.
Awesome. But you got a great cast, but you also got a great director, Scott Deckerson, who directed Sinister, which I absolutely loved, and Ethan Hawke's in that one. So I mean, there's some promise there. So, yeah, and I'm hearing there's some good surprises in it too, which I'm glad the trailer didn't give a lot away, because I'm hearing there's some great surprises.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you, Mike, very much for the. What is this? What is it? 2 pounds, right? Yes, 2 pounds, guys. I'm currency dumb. Okay, I just know USD. Thank you, Mike. I haven't seen it yet, but I did see, we watched a movie, did a trailer reaction for it. I didn't even really know about this. And I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this. So I'm actually going to watch it. Guys, I just got home at like 5:30. I changed out of my work clothes and started setting up. And I haven't had much time to do anything yet. When I get off of here, around 7:30 or so, that's when I'm going to get caught up with some semblance of normalcy. And be able to unwind a little bit, but I haven't watched it yet. But I did watch, Justin, did you happen to catch the teaser trailer for They, Them, the Peacock original horror movie starring Kevin Bacon?
No, I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard the premise.
I really like it. I thought that the teaser trailer was really cool.
Cool. I will have to go look at it. I remember seeing an article, and they didn't have a trailer yet for it, so now they have one. I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, it looks good.
I like when Kevin Bacon's in a horror movie. So
the Baconator.
I love the Baconator.
Wendy's ain't got shit on Kevin Bacon. Okay.
Well, I mean, I can watch Friday the 13th though, and Footloose, and eat a Baconator while I'm watching Bacon on the screen.
I do love Baconators. I won't lie.
I'm praising on
it. Sam and Antonis, I loved Jurassic World Dominion. If you guys watched my review, I really enjoyed that movie.
I'm bad. I'm falling behind on my movie watching because I need to see that, and I need to see Top Gun.
Yeah, I haven't seen Top Gun, but that's just because I probably haven't seen the first Top Gun in 15 years. So probably need to rewatch that. But I hear great things about the sequel. So
me too.
And guess what? Dinosaurs are critic proof because even though the critics ran their mouths about this movie, it's making a shitload of money. So you can't stop the dinos.
I was like I'm like, it can't be like, well, first of all, I don't really pay attention to Rotten Tomatoes. I look at it once and then I'm done. And I'm like, come on, 30%? Like, really? Like, I loved Fallen Kingdom. And
So did
people
I.
hate it. I
Yeah.
loved it. I absolutely loved it.
You know, the Jurassic World movies are never going to measure up to the first Jurassic Park. Like, people just got to understand that. Like, you're not going to relive that first movie again. So try to find things you enjoy in these new movies. And so far, so good for me. I mean, I enjoy a lot about them. They're not perfect. God, no. But they're fun. I mean, you give me big dinosaurs eating people. Why would I be upset?
That's what I want. No, I'm with you on that. And you know what? I love Jurassic Park 3. I know people hate that movie, and I love it. I think it's pretty underrated.
Oh, well, here we go. Since we don't have a topic, Justin, this is perfect. Perfect segue. Bobby asks us to rank Jurassic Park. Okay, I was been thinking about this, Bobby, but Justin hasn't seen Dominion yet, so he can't rank that one yet.
I can't rank that one yet, but I can rank what I've seen. So
for me, I would go from least favorite to favorite. I would go Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. I think that's my least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park 3, which I do enjoy. It's, you know, I don't dislike it. Oh, this one's difficult. Dominion. Oh, crap. Oh, my God, you guys.
No.
Fudge.
I was the same way before I rewatched them. So
Jurassic, probably Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World, and Jurassic Park. I think Jurassic World, like, okay, here's my thing. I probably enjoy Fallen Kingdom better than Jurassic World, but if I have to be honest with myself, I think Jurassic World is like a perfect way to do like a requel. Like, that is just, I think Jurassic World is probably the all-around best sequel, like when it comes to storytelling and stakes, and I don't know. But I'm partial to Fallen Kingdom too. So I don't know. And I've only seen Dominion once. After a few times, I might be like, oh, Dominion is the shit. I really like Dominion. But Justin, out of the 5 you've seen, how would you rank them?
Well, we're very close and by 1, and I'll tell you why. In a minute. My least favorite is The Lost World Jurassic Park 2, which I actually don't mind it. I just, when I rewatched it a few weeks ago, like, I like most of it, and then there's moments where I think it drags, and I'm just like, you know, it's a pretty decent film. Then I would say, and this hurts because I actually love Jurassic Park 3, but that's my 4th favorite one. And then this kind of hurt because I was in that like back and forth like you.
I know where you're going.
I'm gonna say Fallen Kingdom as my 3rd favorite, even though I love it, and I agree with you. In some ways I like it better than Jurassic World, but the reason why Jurassic World ranks in at number 2 for me is because, like you said, that is the way you do a reboot. That is the way you do a sequel, a requel. Is that what they call it? A requel.
That's what the kids are calling it.
And I really loved watching it the last time. Like, the first time I saw it in theaters, I went in hyped, and I left the theater thinking it was pretty good. And then I rewatched it this time with all of them, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, I really love this movie. And yeah, that, again, like you said, that is a perfect sequel, requel, reboot. That is the way you do it, and it was also magical watching it. Like, I love the John Williams score.
Oh yeah,
I love the fact that they modernized the park, but it still had that same feel that you had with that original.
It's the closest you got to the original movie. It's the closest you got to it. You know, it was a functioning park again. It was like redoing it, but it was a sequel that existed. You know, I don't know. It was. And then of course you put Jurassic Park at 1.
I mean, that is the best. That movie, It's almost 30 years old. Crazy to think that. And it still has some of the best special effects in a movie, one of the best casts, an amazing score, awesome director behind it. I just love Jurassic Park. So,
Oh my goodness. Well, Jaden
hey,
comes in, throws a
awesome.
1999 super chat in. First of all, thank you, Jaden. You have been along for the ride on pretty much every live stream over the past year or so, and I really, really appreciate
Awesome,
you.
man.
It's of course, tipping is great, but I just appreciate you being here. I hope you're doing well, also, or doing awesome. Yeah, doing
Yes,
awesome.
hope you're doing awesome.
Happy, healthy, safe, secure, enjoying life, and thank you for, just being you and deciding, hey, this nerdy little guy and these two dudes that talk about movies, I'm going to show them my love and support. That means a lot. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
Jason,
Jaden.
I saw his comment. Jurassic World is his favorite, I think.
Wow.
If I read J-Dev, what's up? Hey, Matt.
Yeah, what's up, J-Dev? So here's the topic, Justin. Ethan asked us, and this is something that I did want to touch on in this live stream. By the way, Jaden, I need to do that review you asked me to do a few months ago. Let me know what movie that was, because I want to do that for you, because you're a very, very loyal supporter, and I want to do that for you. So remind me of what that movie was. But Ethan asks if we're getting Rob Zombie's 2 Halloween movies on 4K from Scream Factory this year. Like, do we know if we're getting them or not? I did some digging. Sure. No, unfortunately, Justin, we are not. Yes, I did some digging, and I spoke to 2 people. One person that is directly involved with the 4Ks, and then one person that's just aware of the process. And they both told me the same thing. Scream Factory tried. They wanted to do the next 5 for this fall. There are rights issues holding up Rob Zombie's 2 movies because of what was formerly known as the Weinstein Company. And now that doesn't exist, there's this whole bullshittery going on there. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're not.
I think it would, honestly, and I mean, we have the movies, but these movies are, I really enjoy Rob's first movie. I love Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. We've talked about it before. I think they're pretty underrated and underappreciated. And I would love to see brand new features on those movies and have the theatrical cut in some format, because we have the DVDs and we have the Canadian double feature Blu-ray, but as US Blu-rays go, we've never had those cuts of those movies before.
Yeah, and the thing about it to me is, and I was talking to Christian about this, is like, the people will look at it and go, some people might be looking and going like, well, there's not a demand for those 2 movies. A lot of people don't like those movies. And it's just like, well, first of all, if there's not a demand for those, how do you gauge that there's this crazy demand for 6, 7, and 8? Because I'm a Halloween fan. I love all these movies aside from one. But I look at it and I go, okay, Halloween 6, H2O, and Resurrection combined made about $130 million at the box office.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie's 2 movies combined made about $130 million at the box office. So what's your barometer here? Because the internet exists now, so the people that don't like those movies, you hear about it now online, whereas back in the day, you wouldn't hear if someone really didn't like it unless you read the newspaper. So quite frankly, I just think that that's absurd. I think there's just as many fans of those movies as there are of 6, H2O, and Resurrection. And it's all right.
I think it's weird, though, because 6 through Resurrection are Weinstein-related movies. They're Dimension films. And it's sad that we're not getting the...
Rob Zombie's 2 movies were also under the Weinstein Company banner. Whereas the other 3 were not under the Weinstein Company banner.
That's sad. I mean, that just shows that, like, there's so many other great movies that we're hoping to get releases probably won't. I don't know, like Black Christmas 2006. Like, I don't know. I think that's under the Weinstein banner.
That is actually something that I have heard swirlings of getting a 4K. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I have heard rumors about Scream Factory trying to do a 4K of that sooner rather than later. So,
I hope.
which would be very nice. But
yeah. Sorry, I interrupted
no,
you.
go ahead. I was just trying to tie a bow on it and say, unfortunately, guys, we're not getting them yet.
I hope we get them one day, because I really feel like you'll be kind of like, and see if this makes sense. It'll be kind of feel kind of naked not having the other movies, the whole like franchise on 4K. I mean, I know we have them on Blu-ray, so we always have those, but like you'll have the first 8 movies, then you'll have the new movies, and then like Rob's films are like, nah, no 4K right now.
They'll get their day. Don't worry. They'll get their day. So Sean comes in with 2 pounds and says, or is that euros? I don't know, guys. I'm currency dumb. Okay.
But thank you, though. Thank
you, Sean. And Sean says, thoughts on Blum wanting to bring Freddy back? Look, I talked to Christian about this because you guys know he's the resident Freddy Krueger correspondent. And the Christian's take was basically like, look, man, at this point, he really doesn't even want to talk about it because he's so disillusioned by the fact that there hasn't been a Nightmare movie in so long that he's just kind of like reserved to the fact that it's never going to happen, which is sad because I want it to happen. And I believe it will happen, but I get why he's kind of beaten down by it not happening. But yeah, Jason Blum, I don't know if you saw this. Justin, you did. Did you see it?
I didn't read it, but I saw the article. So
yeah, he was doing press for the Black Phone, and he was asked about, trying to get the rights for some of these other big franchises. And he says he's really been trying hard, and he wants to get Freddy. And he said he would make sure that Robert Englund came back if he got Freddy. And you know how I felt about it was cool. A lot of people shit on Blumhouse, and the thing I wanted to say about that,
I love them.
Well, it's not even just that. It's like, who gives a shit who the distributor is? I mean, it's all about the creative team for me. I feel like part of the missteps of this new Halloween trilogy have been a lot to do with the writing and not Blumhouse. So I put it this way. I said, if you were to get the rights to, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and say they hired the Duffer Brothers from Stranger Things or Mike Flanagan or somebody to be the writer-director, hell yeah, I'm on board. Like, it's all about who you get as the creative team. Like, I don't give a shit who the distributor is. I don't know. How do you feel?
I'm the same way. I mean, it takes more than just a distributor to, make a movie. You got to have a director, writers, crew. Like, there's a lot involved there. And hey, I know people want to crap on Blumhouse, but there's been some amazing movies with, again, people behind those films outside of the distributor. Insidious, Paranormal Activity. I know some people don't love those.
Sinister,
Black Phone, another one that's getting praised. I mean, it takes a lot more than just the distributor. And I personally love Blumhouse, and I love them way better than what we got with Platinum Dunes. Platinum Dunes had amazing movies, but for me, Jason Blum, I feel, is more like he's passionate about films, where towards the end of Platinum Dunes, at least in my opinion, I felt like it was more money.
Oh yeah, they had stuck to, they'd found a formula, and it was very fucking generic. If I can just be frank, you could tell when you were watching a Platinum Dunes horror movie, like it was a formula.
Exactly.
And you can't say that about Blumhouse. People try to say that about Blumhouse, and it's just not true.
I disagree. Yeah. No.
They've dabbled in a bunch of different things, whether it be the Purge movies or Paranormal Activity or Halloween. Like, they've tackled slashers, paranormal, demonic. Like, they've done all this shit. So I don't agree with that.
And I really don't like the Black Christmas 2019, but like, that didn't feel like a Platinum Dunes movie. At least, I give them credit where credit is due. They actually tried. It was more independent, and it wasn't like trying to be like a Platinum Dunes movie. I don't like the movie, but I give credit to Blumhouse for a lot of the stuff that they've released. And also Jason Blum, outside of Blumhouse, if you look at his credit of work, he's done a lot of amazing stuff with other films and TV shows. So, I mean, the guy's awesome. So, I'm a fan.
No. And guys, by the way, you're killing it in the chat tonight. I'm having to scroll back right now on my other screen to kind of go back and see some things. Kevin, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I've heard about Halloween Ends. So we'll cover that in a second. Hey, what's up, Alex? How you doing? I totally understand that, JK. I completely understand that. John asks, thoughts on a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Netflix sequel? Yeah, the rumors have started. I mean, I'm open to it, but you guys know my take on it. If you watched my review of the movie, I had fun with it. It's not a movie that I'm ever feeling the need, like, God, I need to watch that again. Like, it's fun. It's not life-changing. I'd be open to another one. I mean, it's like, it didn't sour me on it. Like, it wasn't like Halloween Resurrection, where I can imagine if I saw Resurrection in theaters, I would have walked out like, okay, Michael needs to take a break for a while. So, yeah, I mean, I'm open to it.
I'm open to it. I think people know I loved the new one. I had a blast with it. But what I don't want them to do, which I don't think they're going to go this direction, is I don't want them to be like, oh, this one was a misstep for us, so let's just remake it again and do something else. I don't want any of that crap again. Like, don't try to erase something and try to like revamp it again. Actually, like, if there was flaws with the last one, improve on them and do better next time. So, but let it continue.
Justin, that's fucking rocket science, okay? Now you're just talking about witchcraft. People correcting their mistakes. We don't do that as humans.
Yeah, I know. Crazy.
But yeah, so Justin and I were both open to it. Sarah wants to know, what do we want more? A new Freddy or a new Jason film? Oh, Freddy. 1,000%.
Freddy. As much as it pains for me to say.
Gun to my head, if I had to pick, it's going to be Freddy.
It's more Freddy because I just want. Because honestly, and Jason Blum even said this, he wants to get Robert Englund back. And even if it's just one more Nightmare on Elm Street movie, which they said that about Halloween 2018, even though it's just one more Nightmare on Elm Street movie with Robert Englund, I would be so happy. Like, I would love it. It's about time we got Freddy back. There's love for this franchise. It needs more love because we need a new box set. We need new stuff with this. I mean,
I've got some news to break there too, Justin. That might break some hearts.
I know.
I had told you guys that the box set from Scream Factory for A Nightmare on Elm Street had been in the works. It had been. They had, up until the beginning of this year, I had heard from sources, yes, it's in the works. They're doing interviews. They're doing like bonus content right now. They're taking a break for the holiday. They're going to come back, blah, blah, blah. Haven't heard a word since. Starting to think that maybe it's no longer coming.
And hold on real quick. I'm going to show something off that I just freaking love. Like,
Savoy, watch the show. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for that super chat. And I haven't seen the Shining miniseries.
I love the Shining miniseries.
I've heard good things about it. So maybe I'll have to watch that.
You need to watch it because, I mean, some of the CGI doesn't hold up, but that was 90s CGI. So I look past that stuff. Casting, writing, the setting, like, I love that miniseries.
Well, so Savoy, you and Savoy might be selling me on it. I might have to do it.
So look at this beautiful thing. This beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Set here.
That's the DVD set, right?
That is the DVD set. This thing is 20 plus years old. And this is we've had some great steelbooks. Do not get me wrong. And we have the movies on Blu-ray. But this and the VHS set are the two best things we've had when it comes to the collection of Nightmare on Elm Street films. I mean,
yeah, Justin, the thing is,
years old.
New Line Cinema is pissing away their opportunity to make money. They're just pissing in the wind.
I know.
And look, I get it. Warner Brothers and New Line, they're focused on very few select things right now: the Conjuring universe, the Wizarding world, and DC. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. It's gonna take a Conjuring universe movie to completely flop for them to look at their other horror properties and go, okay, maybe we can bring Freddy back. But right now they're sitting pretty, so they're like, we don't give a shit.
Do they think that like new horror fans out there would not know who Freddy was? Because
Not a chance.
You what?
Not a chance. They know people would know. I think it's really just personally for them. I don't know. I think they just they're sticking with what's working. They're taking the business model of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And what ain't broke to them right now is the Conjuring universe.
And I love the Conjuring universe, but I want to go back to what I grew up with and what we all grew up with, and that is like Freddy and Jason. And I mean, I love that. Like, I think about my childhood days going to the video store, renting these movies on VHS and seeing them on TV, and like I even give like the edited TV versions credit, because that's how I saw a lot of these movies. And I miss it. I miss it so much.
Rudy, that is the most tragic story since the Titanic, honestly, because, and I'm not even kidding, that's actually terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you, my friend, and I would give you a hug if I could. I'm sending a hug your way digitally. So I see a lot of people in the chat right now talking about, Jason before Freddy, Jason kicks ass. Don't get me wrong, Justin and I both like Jason, but here's how I look at it.
Boy.
The way I look at it is I can get a teen slasher in many different ways. That's pretty much what Jason is. There's not much more to the Friday movies, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's so much more you can do with Freddy Krueger. He has a fucking dream world that he controls. Like,
if you look at, and I see it like this, we've had more Friday the 13th films than we've had Jason films. Or no, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Whoa. More Friday the 13th films than Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And I would rather want to see a Nightmare on Elm Street film again with Robert Englund. Yeah. Take back what I just said. It's been a long time.
You're good. Sarah, I don't know if Dark Castle Entertainment is still a thing.
I was gonna bring that up. I don't know if they are, but I would be down for them having a resurgence, because I mean, they had some misses, but overall they had a lot of hits for me. And I love Dark Castle Entertainment. And that's something I brought up to Nick at some point. Like, I would love to kind of go and talk about the films that they released and the memories we might have. So. Yeah.
And JK brings up a good point. Pinhead and Freddy have never truly reached their full potential.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree. Right. I agree that that's right, Hugo. Hell yeah, brother. There's just more to tap into there. I feel like there's more there. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, but I want to know, guys. Do y'all want an exclusive Halloween Ends scoop?
I do.
Do you guys want an exclusive? Now, before anybody freaks out, one, I'm going to go dark because I want to read this to you. So you're not going to be able to see me anymore, but I'm going to be reading this to you. Okay, so before y'all freak out, don't worry. It's not spoilery. It's very vague in a sense, but it's a scoopy scoop. So somebody in the business of scoops had this to say about Halloween Ends the other night. Here we go. Live on the Haddonfield High Alumni. Y'all are getting a Halloween Ends scoop. This is... All right, here we go. Fuck it. I'm just going to go. Halloween Ends goes back for reshoots in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure how much of it will change, but as of now, from what I know, it's not just a Michael Myers kills a lot of people and Laurie Strode has to stop him sort of movie. There are other factors and threats at play. The movie has not had a public test screening. What I know is based on script information I'm privy to and some sources working on the film. in various capacities. But right now, it's more interested than the boogeyman, more interested in the boogeyman than just Michael Myers. Basically, this is an early 4 months out call to ready yourself for something different. And don't hate it just because it's different. They made their Carpenter love letter with 2018 and their ultimate slasher movie with Halloween Kills. This movie is going in a very different way.
Oh, by the way, Rudy, I'm wearing House of a Thousand Corpses. Right there.
Oh, Ben, it's not a spoiler, guys. Like I said, this is very vague, but I sent this to Christian and I wanted to talk to you guys about it on here because I've talked to this guy many, many, many times. He was bang on about everything with Spider-Man No Way Home, bang on with everything about Halloween Kills. He is, he's just privy to this information. I don't know how. I think he works for Warner Brothers is what he's told me before. So people on the inside get inside info, whatever, bullshit, but not bullshit, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. He's saying, prepare yourselves. This movie's going to be focused on the Shape rather than Michael Myers. It's going to be focusing on the boogeyman. And there are other threats at play than just Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. So I have no fucking idea what they're going to do. What do you think about all this, Justin?
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. So we'll have to see until we see a trailer or the movie. I just hope it's a great ending. Like, I loved Halloween Kills after watches, but I just don't want them to like go in a weird, bizarre direction where it's I don't know. But I'm telling you one thing. I said it about a month ago. What if the guy who is Michael in this movie isn't Michael? I'm just throwing it out there. What if that is the case here? Like,
I think Justin, I don't think anything is off the table.
Well, now, because I'm like, okay, now they're like, it's the Shape. It's not Michael, but it's the Shape. And, you know, I appreciate when movies take a direction. I do. But, one, this is the end of a trilogy. I want a Halloween movie. They
have the right instinct. They have the right instinct. And by the way, Rudy, the comment is great. Halloween ends inflation. That's right. Michael Myers is going to choke slam inflation. Look, they have the right instinct in the sense of you just can't have every movie be the same. Laurie versus Michael.
I know.
You've got to switch it up somewhat. So the fact that they're saying, hey, we're going to delve into a little bit more here and there's going to be other shit going on. I love that. I love that idea.
But it has to work though.
Yes. And JDev with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. And he says, Copycat Michael is coming. And I'm seeing this in the chat. People are really running with this idea. Copycat Michael.
I don't think it's going to be Michael in this movie. I think because, you know, if they're going to want to go in a different direction and not have Michael, you know, be arrested or put back into an asylum, I mean, the only way that they could go is like Michael disappeared, maybe died, and the person who's wearing the mask this time isn't Michael that we know.
Okay, I hear you, and I hear you guys. I do. And I know this is going to be a popular theory that's probably going to percolate online, and that's, you know, that's all we have right now is theories. So, but I like Jaden's idea that he put in the chat, where he was basically saying people that are almost obsessed with Michael. Copycats. Maybe there are a lot of murders happening. Maybe it's not just Michael. Maybe it's people that are also, I mean, look at this is shitty as hell to say, but it's just the truth. How many times do you see somebody perpetrate a mass shooting or whatever to up the one before them? They want to be bigger than the one before. So it is in a lot of messed up people's brains in their human nature to go, all right, I want to do even better than this guy did. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, when I hear that they're going to be focused more on the boogeyman aspect of it, I love that. I love that because he's more than a man. We know this by now. Just lean into that. Just lean into it.
I love that too, but it needs to be. You need to have a great story there. It needs to make sense. That is what it needs to do. Like, I don't want them to just. I feel like they would just. I don't know. I don't want to be. I'm not gonna be mean when I say this, but I don't want them to just be like, "Oh, let's throw this idea in a movie. Oh, how about that idea? Oh, how about that idea?" Like, this needs to be planned, and it needs. Of course, they're planning it, but it just needs to flow.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, Danny McBride. Yeah, Danny McBride's had this for like 20 years in his head. This guy knows what he's doing. I'm being sarcastic, guys, but Justin is right in the sense of they did have this roughly mapped out for a while now. So it's not like they're just going to be throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. They have an idea. Now, whether that idea plays for most of us or not is for us to decide. But
exactly.
yeah, I mean,
I think and when it comes down to it, though, and I interrupted you again, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
But I just want, if they're gonna go in that direction, but also, like, I just want them to have the heart. It's weird to say the heart, but the heart and the true love of Halloween still. Like, there's fans of this franchise. We've been watching these movies for decades. Like, let's not stray away completely from what we grew up with. And I'm not just talking about these new movies. Like, let's not stray away completely. Let's still, while bringing in something new, have that heart and what is true of the franchise.
Yeah, the movie needs to have a heart on. Just a raging heart on. And obviously I'm doing a play on words there, people, but Justin, you're right in the sense of you can't stray too far from like
that's what I'm worried. I just don't want them to stray too far.
And Ben mentions like, well, it's the end of a trilogy. Should they be trying new things at this point? Well, guess what, Ben Grimm?
Ben Tramer. I'm just kidding.
You already know how this is going to go. They're going to try to say, oh, no, but it's not new. See, this has been happening the whole time. I completely understand what you're saying, and I agree. But these mofos are going to be like, see, this is actually what's been going on since the beginning. You guys just didn't know yet. And that's how they'll try to explain away that they're not doing anything new. Like, Hugo mentions that, this would be a very shocking ending. That at the end, Michael's going to take the jumpsuit off and have lady parts and be revealed to be an ending like Sleepaway Camp. It was not Michael Myers. It was Michelle Myers. It was Judith the whole time.
Judith
never died, and she assumed the name Michael Myers, and it's Judith the whole time. Hugo, I think you cracked the case.
I mean, look at this comment right here. And I don't want to. I'm not going to try to butcher your name, so I apologize. But do not open the Halloween 3 universe. I was just going to say, what if like the other villains or what they're talking about is, a timeline within the Halloween 3 universe?
Okay.
We've talked about it before.
I'm telling you right now,
I love
Halloween 3's universe is getting revisited soon enough, damn it. Okay?
I love Halloween 3. I will always love Halloween 3, so.
Yeah, but you guys, remember when this movie comes out in October to give Hugo all the credit when we find out that it was Judith this whole time. Hugo had it. It's going to be great. I'm very, very excited. Judith dies tonight.
I had somebody tell me once, I'm not going to give a name or anything, but I had somebody tell me once that they said, Justin, you're not going to like the last movie. And I was like, really? and
you know what Justin said? Shut up, bitch. And he smacked him. That's exactly what it was. It was me. I was the one that said it. And then he said that to me and he smacked me.
But I did have somebody tell me, though, a long time ago, that I was not going to like this Halloween Ends, which makes me wonder: will I like it or will I not? Like, I
was told I wouldn't like Halloween Kills.
And look at me. I love Halloween Kills.
Yes,
I love Halloween Kills. And you know what? I was gonna say there's not a Halloween movie I dislike though. So, you know what? I was just thinking
I'm going
about
to take you to task on that still, Justin. I'm not going to let this bullshit fly.
I'm gonna be
Halloween
truthful.
Resurrection is poopy.
Did I say it was amazing or a masterpiece? No, I said
but I'm going to take you to task. I'm taking you out to the woodshed and I'm going to beat you with the belt that says Halloween Resurrection ain't good until Justin goes, all right, you're right.
no, I stand on my own. I'm my own person, Nick.
He's
you know
lying.
what?
As soon as we get off live,
There are people out there who would say, "Why do you guys love Halloween 5? It sucks." I'd be like, "Because we love Halloween 5. It's amazing.
Halloween 5 is an art film. It is a masterpiece. They are not the same. Damn it." Okay.
No, I was gonna bring something up with Halloween 5 though, and it would work so well with this new movie. Is Halloween 5 was diving into some stuff that the previous Halloween movies never did. And they were kind of throwing in some different ideas. And while we didn't probably get the vision that the director fully wanted with like films after that, we still had some really cool ideas thrown in there. And it was a Halloween movie still. I love Halloween 5. I was going to cut.
There.
I'm not going to. I love Halloween 5.
That right there, that's my baby. All right.
I love Halloween 5.
And you come for my Halloween 5?
Don't ever come for Halloween 5.
That's damn right.
Don't ever do it, because if you do, I will make you watch.
Justin will be very upset, and he will call the manager. He will call the manager.
Like, look, don't diss Halloween 5 because I love it, and Nick loves it.
That's right. Yes, Ben. Curse is the one where Paul Rudd beats Michael to shit with a pipe. Yes,
I love Curse. I love Curse and Michael Myers too. So
yeah, guys. Hey, we all have our hot take opinions. I mean, a lot of people tell me that Halloween 5 is terrible, and I just say, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
That's like when Nick. I tell Nick that when he's like, Justin, one day you're gonna dislike Halloween Resurrection. I'm like, well, Nick, that's just your opinion, man.
No.
I mean, I've always said, cut out the 10 minutes of Halloween Resurrection and make it a slasher movie, and I'm happy with it.
Okay. Now I've got something else for you.
Okay.
Cut out the 80 minutes aside from the first 10 minutes and make it mildly watchable. There's a solution. No. Worth whipping Michael or Paul Rudd on Michael. Paul Rudd or Busta. Okay, so brutally it was Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd beat him to shit. But for his pride, it was Busta. That hurt his pride to get karate kicked by Busta Rhymes, because Busta Rhymes should not be karate kicking Michael.
I mean, and Busta Rhymes put electrocution to Michael's balls, and he went, "Oh, yeah." I mean, don't get me wrong. Halloween Resurrection, my least favorite, and there's things I wish I could change about it, but I do like the movie, so I do.
Michael Myers is a killer shark in baggy ass overalls. Okay,
I'm done with this camera.
Want to know how I'm feeling right now? Feel this. Oh man. I mean, see, guys, I don't like the movie, but I've seen it enough times to be able to quote most of it. Okay,
he watches that movie every night. Everybody, do not let
bullshit.
That is his comfort movie when he goes to bed.
When we did the episode for the podcast last year for the watch along of Resurrection, or maybe it was the beginning of this year, I can't remember, but we did a watch along. I hadn't watched it in 3 years. And I told Christian that I was like, I haven't watched this movie in 3 years. And he's like, oh, dude, like it's fun. And I'm like, fuck it. And no, man, it just, we had fun because Christian and I are sitting there, bullshitting and talking about other things the whole time. But no.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You keep talking about it.
No, he's going to go grab some Halloween Resurrection shit. I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm going to report Justin for harassment. And the funny thing is, guys, I'm going to buy the 4K this fall. Like, I'm buying Halloween Resurrection 4K because I'm a whore.
This is Nick every night when he goes to bed when he's watching Halloween Resurrection. You ready?
No.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering, and after all these years, you like to watch me.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd get up off my shelf and disappear and just stop existing.
You're gonna buy like if they ever came out with a steelbook of it, you would buy it.
I would, because I have a problem. That's the thing. I have a Halloween problem.
I do too.
It's like, oh, hey, Resurrection's getting a new release and it's got a new audio commentary, but that's it. Nothing else new. And I'm like, all right, where do I buy it? And it's
where do I buy that Mill Creek Blu-ray? Which I had that, by the way.
It's just, oh, it's awful. It's
my gosh.
It's a disease.
It made
to
me
be a Halloween addict. It's a disease.
It's like, hello, it's me.
No. I thought you were going to go the route of like, is it me you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes.
Yes.
I want to watch you right now.
So Jaden wants to know what the craziest Halloween ends theory is that I've heard. I really think it's still the radio tower, which is crazy because it's probably true.
That's not the case. I'm like, let's not go too deep into a radio tower, but you never know.
Yeah.
We're gonna go deep into that radio tower.
Ben, yeah, if the Godzilla movies count, it's gonna be Godzilla as my favorite creature feature. But if we're just going like excluding, I guess they would call it kaiju. I don't know. That's hard. Justin, what are some of your favorite like creature feature type movies?
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'd have to think about this. I mean, Anaconda's a blast, but I mean, one of my go-tos, and the one that pops up in my head, I love Creature from the Black Lagoon. One of my all-time favorites. Man, it's putting me on a spot. I got to think about my favorite creature feature movies.
Damn right.
That's a tough one. I mean, what about? I mean, I don't think you count. I mean, could Crawl count? I really thought Crawl was good.
I think so. Crawl's awesome. I love Crawl.
I mean, I love Crawl.
David caught it. Let's go. I was waiting for somebody to catch it. Justin, when you were talking, you were like, yeah, I really like Anaconda. And I went, and then I winked at the camera, and I was hoping somebody was going to notice it. David, you win, my friend. I'm sorry. I have the mind of a child. I have the mind of a child. So, like, it's just like, can't help myself.
But yeah, creature features. That should be like a topic we should really come up. We should do a stream one day. Creature feature movies. Jaws. I love Jaws.
Yeah.
Piranha.
Yeah.
Piranha 3D.
Awesome.
I love Piranha 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Placid. I haven't seen that in a long time, but I really like that movie.
Yeah. Betty White.
Would you count Jeepers Creepers as a creature feature?
I know, Rudy.
I love it. Daylight.
I don't know.
I mean, kind of. I mean, it's
you know what? Damn it, Ben. You didn't give us parameters here. Okay, you were very vague, and now Justin and I are like,
Critters 1 and 2. Ghoulies 1 and 2. Okay, now we're getting into.
Now we're cooking with some grease here. All right.
I was like, what? There we go. See, this is why we really need to sit down and think about Gate 1 and 2. The Gate 1 and 2. I love them.
My favorite creature feature has got to be the United States Congress. Because it's just, a bunch of dinosaurs. So that's my favorite creature feature.
Oh, I got one. Because Humanoids from the Deeps are a great movie.
Never seen it.
It's fun. Galaxy of Terror, which is like a complete Alien ripoff, but I love it. And speaking of Alien, if you count Alien as a creature feature, I'm not sure. Alien I put up there. So Monster Squad. Dude,
Beethoven.
I love Monster Squad.
Beethoven for sure.
Beethoven for sure.
Yeah.
I gotta think about this. We need to do a stream talking about our favorite creature feature movies.
Oh, shit. Hobgoblins. Hey, by the way, I mentioned I love arachnophobia, by the way, Jaden. That's like it's honestly like the scariest movie I've ever seen because I'm an arachnophobe. But I just love the movie because it's so great. By the way, I just want to let you guys know that I really appreciate you all taking my words and going to Christian's live streams and mentioning hobgoblins because he hates it. So please keep doing that because eventually we're going to get him to finally review hobgoblins. So just keep mentioning hobgoblins. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Ticks are good. Oh, I got one. And no, maybe somebody's brought it up. Maybe somebody has already brought it up.
8-legged freaks.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead.
Oh,
this is a creature feature movie. Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
I love. Okay, top 5 for me would be Pumpkinhead. I love Pumpkinhead.
Oh my god, I used to love that movie. I need to rewatch. I have it. I just haven't rewatched it in so
It is such
long.
a scary movie. It is such a scary, eerie movie. Maybe more eerie than scary, but it's an eerie, effective movie.
The reason I probably haven't watched it in a while is because that was my nickname growing up because of that movie. Everyone said I had a big head. My mom still calls me Pumpkinhead. She still does. Even though I grew into it, okay, now I'm 6'4", so like everything is proportionate. But no, she still calls me Pumpkinhead, so screw them.
Well, I could think of you, or like I think of either Pumpkinhead or I think Baby Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Just kidding. Just joking.
You know what? I'm quitting.
My nickname in my senior year was Skittles, so it's okay.
Yeah, but like.
But you know what? When I was a baby,
mean.
you know what they called me when I was a baby, though? They said I look like a bird, so you're okay.
Yeah, well, you know what, Justin? Haters make me famous. That's you should remember that. Haters are going to make you famous, okay?
I mean, heck, hey, all that bullying and everything that I dealt with in, middle school and high school, people wanted to assume I'm gay. I'm like, look at me, people. I'm proud and happy and fabulous now. So
Justin's like, remember when you guys all bullied me and called me gay for years? Guess what? I am gay. So didn't hurt my feelings.
Love my life now.
So. Okay, so Jaden, thank you again. Another super chat, dude. You're killing it. Antrim. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do it this time. I promise. I'm going to do it this time.
What is Antrim?
Maybe you and I will watch it together.
Justin. Oh, is it that Curse movie? That's that Curse one, isn't it? Antrim?
No clue. No, I think you might be thinking of Antebellum.
No, Antrim is a movie that was apparently cursed. Like, people died watching it. Which, I don't know.
What the fuck, Jaden?
Jaden! I'm not willing to risk that.
Okay. Hold up. Oh, what the fuck?
That is a movie. That is a cursed film. Yes. Thank you, Ben. Jaden.
Do you want me to die?
I don't want to die. I'm beautiful. I got a story to tell you after this live chat. I won't say it now, but I got a story to tell you about that after the live chat.
Rudy, don't watch it, damn it.
I could tell you now. Whatever. So when I worked at a video store, I think everyone knows what a video store was. We had a copy of that movie on the new release shelf. And we were told, break this movie. And I'm like, why are we breaking this movie? Why? And I found out later that it was cursed and that people died watching it.
Okay. That's enough. We're Googling it right now.
Now, I've had some people say, oh, nothing happened, but I'm not going to take that chance because it's not going to happen because, my luck could be like, oh, great.
The deadliest film ever made.
Is Antrim. People, apparently, there's a documentary out there. Apparently, there was a theater that showed this movie.
What the fuck, Jaden? Jaden's now admitting it.
And then the theater burned down. People watching this film.
I have a child.
I got cats. I got a life.
Oh my God.
I have to watch Halloween Resurrection.
Hold on. Ben watched it and he didn't die.
But he said it's creepy. I'm not down with it. Ben. You gotta understand. Justin is like, oh, that stuff won't happen to me. And then all of a sudden I'd watch it and something would happen to me. So
you did not watch it in a mirror. Did you actually watch it in a mirror?
Who watched it in a mirror? Ben? That mirror would break. I'd be screwed. So
this is fucked up. I had no idea this was a thing. And now I'm like, does Jaden want me to die? And like, okay, Jaden, I'm going to do my research. All right, I'm going to do my research. But
Mr. Jaden, we're watching you.
I'm going to have to watch it with somebody else so I can say, hey, if I'm dying, you're coming with me.
My buddy has a copy of the movie. He's never watched it. And he's like, we should watch it one day. I'm like, no way.
What's up, Norin?
Rudy. Showgirls is
amazing.
Okay. I love Showgirls. It's my gay anthem.
Wow. This really went off the rails. I really don't know what to say. What the Everyone's like, I'm just so willing. I'm so willing. I'm like, yeah, of course, Jaden. Like, whatever you want to watch, bro. And he's like, watch Antrim. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And everyone in the chat's like, yeah, don't fucking do that. And I'm like,
I told you that. Wait a minute. Antrim is that curse movie. I don't think so. I mean, maybe nothing would happen to us serious, but like my luck, my keys would fall down a drain or something, and I'd be going to work, and I'm like, oh, screw it, like this sucks.
Yeah, you know what, Justin? I don't know what to make of society anymore.
I don't either.
People want me to watch cursed movies, so I die.
People judge me for liking Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, what assholes.
All right, yeah.
Great Secret Santa gifts. That's right, Kevin. Buy a bunch of copies of Antrim and give them to your enemies.
Be like,
odds are one of you is going to bite the dust.
Gosh. Yes, Rudy, I love me some Showgirls. And yes, Sarah, I'm glad you love it too. I want a 4K of Showgirls. I'd buy that on 4K.
Hey, oh, by the way, I got to talk about this just because I'm like amazed by it. It's just how incredible it looks from everything we've seen. We haven't seen much, but the Marilyn Monroe biopic called Blonde, starring Ana de Armas. The pictures came out of her as Marilyn Monroe. She looked amazing. I mean, Ana de Armas is freaking gorgeous, but I think that they have nailed the look.
I'm quite surprised that it's NC-17 and it's going to Netflix though.
I'm not mad about that because again, like I said, I love Ana de Armas. So,
but it could be
take that for what you will.
It could be NC-17 for other reasons though. Maybe it was just too dark in the, you never know.
They've already said there's going to be drug content. There's also going to be a lot of sexual content. It's not a movie that you're going to want to watch to probably be like, wow, what an amazing experience. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be more of informational about Marilyn Monroe. I'm going to watch it.
Jason, Elizabeth Berkley, I love her. And all I have to do is this. If anybody knows Showgirls,
y'all are talking about Showgirls. I have never seen this shit.
What? Oh my gosh, you need to watch it once and just experience the fun campiness that is Showgirls.
Justin, I've also been told I need to watch Magic Mike, and I'm not watching Magic Mike.
I love Magic Mike.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the difference. I mean, Channing Tatum is a good-looking guy, and but I've never been big on the Matthew McConaughey train. You know what? Like, do you think he's cute?
No, but bypass Matthew McConaughey. Well, I thought he was cute in what was that one movie? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think that was the only one.
Yeah.
But Magic Mike, there's a lot more there. And the sequel doesn't have Matthew McConaughey in it, so.
Yeah, well, Rudy says that was me. Magic Mike for the win. Oh, yeah, you hoodlums.
Rudy, Blue Valentine was not NC-17. I do have the movie. Let me double check though. I'm walking away. Hold on.
By the way, guys, I want to give a shout out. One of my subs on here, Matt. I want to give you a shout out, Matt, if you're in the chat or if you're watching on the playback. Matt messaged me and asked me for a shipping address so he could send some stuff to me, and I said, well, sure, like, of course I'm never going to say no, but you don't have to do that. And he sent me some stuff, and it's some really cool stuff. So I'm going to be uploading the video tomorrow. I recorded it already, but since I had my live tonight, I was like, well, we'll do the video tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited. There's some cool stuff that Matt sent me. So Matt, if you're watching or listening, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think you guys are going to like some of the stuff he sent me. I think you are. There's one thing in particular that I was like, oh yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. It's just that kind of I can do a pretty good Macho Man Randy Orton, by the way. I can do a pretty good Macho Man Randy Orton. No, Randy Savage. What the fuck am I talking about? Macho Man Randy Savage. I can do a pretty good Macho Man Randy Savage.
What about can you do a Matthew McConaughey? All right.
Hell no. I can't do a McConaughey.
All right.
But let's see. Oh, you got to work up to it, and it really hurts my throat when I do it. So, oh yeah, brother. I walk around my work sometimes, and I'll just do that really loud. People will start laughing.
I do a Cher impersonation. That's my impersonation.
A Cher?
I do.
Do you believe in love now?
If I could turn back time. Turn back time. If I can turn back time. Do you believe in love after love?
Is this Cher? Cher's here right now. Cher.
Yeah,
my mom loves you.
Oh, thank you. Tell her I love her too. So, I want
Hulk Hogan
Haddonfield alumni every Tuesday.
Wow. Well, it's Thursday, so thanks for being here, Cher.
You're welcome.
Sarah, they all kind of blend together, don't they? Meatheads, that are just more muscle than anything. They all just kind of talk like this, brother. And you're just kind of like, sick.
Oh, John, yes. I have seen pictures of the Barbie movie, and I'm excited. I'm not going to lie.
Rudy, I need you to go in the chat right now, Rudy, if you're still here. You let everyone in the chat know what you and I were texting about the other day. About air your grievances about the Barbie movie. Air your grievances, because this is what Rudy said to me. And we agree. Of course, Ryan Gosling is, everybody, like,
be quiet.
Guys, girls, everyone can admit that Ryan Gosling is just an attractive human being, okay? There's nothing wrong with saying that. The issue is, Rudy's like, isn't he a little too old to play Ken?
No.
Okay, you disagree.
No.
Okay, have at it. Tell me why.
I don't think so. First of all, when they first announced he was being cast, I was like, I think Ryan Gosling is a very good-looking guy. But can he pull off Ken? And then I saw the first picture, and I was like, okay, he can pull off Ken. I like it. And age is just a number, people. Okay? Age is just a number. If you guys knew how old I was, you'd be like, I don't know if you could play Ken, Justin, because I'm not the age you probably think I am. So
Justin is actually 64.
That's right. I'm 64.
Yeah. Looks good for a 64-year-old.
I do.
Yeah, Margot Robbie is pretty hot, Rudy, not gonna lie.
Okay. Margot Robbie, I think, is a couple years.
We don't want to get into conversations on our live chat about people we would switch to.
Sarah, I've told language. I see that F ... Just kidding. I love you.
I've told Rudy some of the people I'd switch teams for. Okay, there are people. All right, there are some beautiful human beings on both sides.
I would switch teams for.
Oh, here we go. Share.
I'd switch teams for Meryl Streep because
Oh my God.
I love Meryl Streep. She's we were in a movie together called Silkwood, and I was like,
wasn't your friend Meryl Streep also in Freddy's Revenge?
Was she in that Freddy's Revenge movie? Because if she
but it looks just like her.
I said, Meryl, what piece of shit were you in? Because you shouldn't have been in that movie. Because it's
God, Cher's drunk. Cher's drunk. Someone needs to call someone.
I was in Mamma Mia 2.
I never saw it.
Mia. Nick, you never saw Mamma Mia 2.
No.
How did you not see my fabulous movie, Mamma Mia 2? Let me guess, you never saw Burlesque either, did you?
That would be a negative. Share.
Oh, Nick, what am I doing here, man?
I don't know. I've been asking myself the same question.
I'm gonna go.
I have an existential crisis. I just wake up every day and I just say to myself, "What am I doing here?"
I do that too when I get up in the morning and I have my bean burrito in bed. I'm like, "What am I doing here?"
Yeah, bean burrito and a bottle of whiskey. It sounds like, Sheriff. Need to take a nap.
I put them on Madonna. Everybody thinks I hate Madonna. I freaking love Madonna.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have
you seen VHS 94? Because I keep seeing it at the store and I want to buy it, but VHS Viral sucked. The first two VHS movies were good. I've heard conflicting things about 94. You haven't seen it?
You know what I had on VHS, Nick?
Oh my God.
I had my own movie, Witches of Eastwick. And then I stopped buying VHS tapes then, okay?
No. I'm just trying to get a straight answer from Justin, and he just keeps.
No, I've not seen them. I've seen the first two VHS tapes.
Don't watch VHS Viral. Save yourself from that abomination.
I've actually heard the fourth one's pretty decent. So,
what's up, Casey? How you doing? Just wrote a film analysis paper for my film class on Salem's Lot miniseries. Okay. I hope you get a great score on it, and I think Justin and I both can agree we both really enjoy that miniseries.
I love that miniseries. Well, I can't wait for the theatrical movie. I'm a big Salem's Lot fan, so.
Oh yeah, huge, giant Salem's Lot. Like, there's no bigger Salem's Lot fan than me.
Okay? Oh, than me.
Salem's Lot. It's beautiful.
I love that movie.
Perfect.
It is.
And I love it. I'm just kidding. There are bigger fans than me. I just really like it. It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. That scene with the kid scratching on the window or some shit. I remember, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like that or the guy in the rocking chair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That still scares me. I'm like, ooh.
Well, Justin, there's a lot that still scares you.
You're right. There's a lot that still scares.
Nope. No more of the share, damn it. Let's see. Yes. No. Casey, Justin and I have talked about this on here before. We both really are looking forward to the Salem's Lot movie, and the test screenings have been great. They've been great.
I can't wait to see that one. So.
All right, so here's the real question for the chat and for you, Justin. I'll let you answer first.
Okay.
And then the chat can tell us their thoughts. Who really directed Poltergeist, in your opinion?
Oh, I'm going to say, and I will always say Tobe Hooper, because I know Steven Spielberg, yes, he was the producer. Yes, he was. He's the one that created the story. But people don't give Tobe Hooper credit enough for that movie. If you watch some of the stuff in that, like the direction, the way things look, how things are directed, like that scene where the hallway is extending, that's all Tobe Hooper. I mean, you can give Steven Spielberg the credit for writing that, but I'm going to say Tobe Hooper.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you, Joel, for that $5 super chat, and thank you, Cher. Cher was the reason that Joel wanted to tip $5.
You're welcome,
So,
baby.
there you go. Do you believe in
I believe in
life
love.
after love?
I believe in love, and I believe Toby Hooper did direct that movie.
Look, I see a lot of the takes in here on this. There's some people on both sides of the fence. I'm going to go ahead and say it. It was Toby Hooper.
Thank you.
But Steven Spielberg definitely had a big hand in it.
Tomorrow.
I think that Spielberg was more so just like at that time, movies that Spielberg was involved in just had a look and a feel and a style. And I think that's why a lot of people attribute it to Spielberg because it has a lot of that style that Spielberg went for. But it's a Toby Hooper movie. I mean, I know I've heard all the stories from behind the scenes about how Toby Hooper was a pain in the ass to work with and that he was apparently, wouldn't show up on time and, this and that, and just a bunch of stuff from the set of Poltergeist. But Spielberg himself has come out and been like, no, that's Toby's movie. Like
I said, Steven Spielberg created the idea, was definitely involved with the movie, but you have to give credit to Toby Hooper because a lot of that direction, I don't see Steven Spielberg. I see Toby Hooper. The style, the look, the feel, the atmosphere. That is Toby Hooper.
Yeah. Matt asks us our favorite foreign horror film. It's hard to say like off the top of my head what my favorite is, but one that always comes to mind for me, two actually, are The Descent. The Descent is probably my favorite. And I also really like High Tension.
High Tension, Wreck. I love Wreck. Wreck 1 and 2 are great. So.
There's a movie called The Reef. That's like an Australian shark movie. I haven't seen it. Is it any good?
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's awesome. You need to check that one out.
But I was laughing because Name the Stars answered Matt's question and said Kronos for me. And the reason I was laughing is because I used to always just see when I'd scroll on HBO Max, never know what the hell Kronos was. But it was just an old man with something on his chest. And he was making a face like, oh. Like, and it wasn't like a painful face. It was a face like you know what I'm talking about. And I just always laugh.
I got one. Suspiria. That is a foreign film. It's a giallo Italian horror movie.
Ah, yes. Yeah, Sarah, let the right one in is good.
I'll be right back.
I'll
be right back. I gotta leave the room for a second.
I gotta tell you, Sarah, I prefer Let Me In. I really do. I prefer Let Me In. I do. Is that sacrilege? Maybe. Guys, I really think Rudy. Hey, in fairness, Rudy, you're like 3 hours behind me. So, like, of course, it's still daylight for you. You don't know that it's daylight here. It could be totally dark, even though it's very bright in my family room. Shut up. You don't know. Yeah, Rudy, it's more fun during the daytime, It's riskier. It's riskier to be risque in the daytime. Who's watching? My dog? Yeah, he's right there, guys. We have really gone off the the dipshittery rails today. Man, this has been an interesting show. Oh, nice. Well, let me know what you think, Sarah, because everybody seems to love it. Oh, only 2 hours. Okay. I was thinking.
I'm back.
I was thinking California. I know you're in Portland.
What's going on?
I did not see that, Ben. Yeah, no, I've seen Wolf Creek, but that's the only one, just the first one.
Love Wolf Creek. Didn't like the second one, but I love Wolf Creek.
Birthday just passed. Well, happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, belated birthday to you.
Yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Name the Stars, even though that's not your name, it's just your YouTube name.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Coming from your good old friend, Cher.
Oh, no. Cher, go to sleep.
I don't give a... you know what? You can't put Cher down. She's going to pop in every once in a while, and you're going to have to deal with it.
Jesus. This damn Cher. She's so hammered, she just keeps stumbling back into the stream.
I'm eating my Arby's right now watching your streaming. I love
Carl,
my Arby's. No one tell me.
Over here. People want to see Carl. The people want to see you, Carl. Get up here. Carl, get up here. Come here. Come here, dog. Come here, dog.
Oh, Carl.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Say hi, Rudy. Because Rudy's just obsessed with you for whatever reason. I tell him you're a little shit all the time, but he's just still obsessed with you, Carl. I don't get it. You know?
By the way, everybody, I am a big Cher fan, so don't think I'm dissing her because she's my girl. And
yeah, my mom. It's like my mom's favorite artist of all time.
I saw her front row in Louisville.
Did you cry?
I did, because she looked right at me. I said, "Oh my gosh, Cher's looking right at me."
Carl is now sitting in on the segment. Carl, is there anything that any topic we haven't discussed yet that you want to talk about? Treats? Yeah, I figured. Why don't humans give dogs more treats? Yeah, I agree.
Rudy, Winnie is doing great. So
yes, yeah, Justin got a new kitty, guys.
I don't think I talked about her yet. Yes, I got a new cat named Winnie. So she's a new kitten. She's downstairs right now. She's eating her food and running around, but I'll have to show her off one day. She'll come up here. So
keeping Justin on his toes.
Oh, she does.
So Carl is a beagle and a lab mix. They are known as beagadors. And true story. And apparently they have a lot of traits of beagles, like they're very loud and they howl and bark a lot, and their noses get them into trouble. So he's got all those traits like a beagle, but they look like labs. And that's kind of Carl's thing. Right, Carl? It's kind of your deal. He's like prepared to pounce, but I don't know what he's prepared to pounce on. By the way, it was past that prompted me to pre-order the second sight release of Dog Soldiers. Anyone else grabbing this box set?
I don't know if I'm going to get the second size or if I'm going to get the Scream Factory, but I am going to get that. So I love Dog Soldiers. That's a great one.
Yeah, that was a fun one from my childhood. I vividly remember that movie. Doggo Soldiers. Guys, this is wow. Tonight, I would say, Justin, this is probably the most we've ever cut loose.
I think so. I think so too.
To anybody that is sensitive, I apologize for the language. Justin even dropped an F-bomb, although that was Cher. That was Cher.
She came in. Cher likes to drink.
She's drunk, yeah. I mean, like, you know how it is. You know, everybody's got that drunk papal, you know, that he gets drunk, he starts running his mouth. Like, oh, there's papal, man.
I tell Cher all the time, I'm like, you need to watch your language. She's like, Justin, no.
No, that's what she says. I was there one time. They got into a really heated argument, and she kept telling Justin, I can feel something inside me saying, I really don't think you're strong enough. And Justin was like,
every time I tell Cher not to do something, she's like, Justin, if I could turn back time, I wouldn't even do that for you.
No.
I'm like, well, Cher, that's not very nice.
If I could find a way, I still wouldn't do it, Justin. She said that to him, and it really hurt his feelings, and like it was crazy.
I'll never take back those words that hurt you. Say,
Casey, no, I don't think either one of us saw Men. It didn't really look interesting to me.
The trailers looked really good, and then I was hearing not so great things about it.
Yeah, it got like what did it get? A D+ cinema score or something like that? It's really bad. That's a really bad score. Morbius got a better score than that. And I liked Morbius, but like nobody liked Morbius.
I really enjoy Morbius.
So did I.
I really enjoyed it. I bought the 4K. But what was I gonna tell you? I'm 50-50 with A24. I'm not in love with A24. Now, X.
Dude, I hated Midsummer. I thought Midsummer.
I love Midsummer.
I know you did. And then Justin's very lukewarm on Hereditary, and I love Hereditary. X is fucking phenomenal. And okay, so get this. I buy the Blu-ray last week. And my brother comes home from work, and he sees it on my shelf, home from work, meaning my house, because the bum still won't leave. Anyway, and he sees my Blu-ray of it. He goes, "Oh, you went out and bought X?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, I was like, "Did you want to watch it?" Like, because I was talking to you about it the other day. He's like, "I don't really know if I want to watch like basically a porno." I'm like, for fuck's sake, can people stop saying that? No,
it is not. Watch the movie and check it out. It is fantastic.
The themes and symbolism and all of that about that movie is so great. And about the theme is about losing your vitality and getting old and not being what you used to be and not wanting to let go of your youth and age and die. And death is my number one fear. So it resonated with me. Like, deeply.
I love it. I love it so much.
So yeah, watch X if you haven't yet, guys.
Thanks, dude. Watch X.
But yeah, keep your eyes out, because I got that video coming tomorrow of that mail day. And I may or may not be showing something X related that Matt sent me as well. So
you need to text me your address, because I got stuff I gotta send you too, boy.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. If anybody ever wants to do that, you never have to do that stuff, but I know a lot of people in this community do that, and it's really cool when anybody reaches out to me and they're like, "Hey, where can I send some stuff to?" It's fucking awesome that people do that. So if you ever want to know, just reach out to me, message me, and I will let you know. Halloween Speedo.
There's my friend Jamie.
Jamie Cher's here.
Hi, Jamie.
Yeah, it's Cher.
Remember that time we were singing, If I Could Turn Back Time? I love that.
Oh, man. Jamie's going to be upset. She missed an entire stream with Cher. Where were you, Jamie?
You missed Cher. But Cher going to come back every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't seen the Smile trailer yet. But like I said, I'm going to watch it as soon as we're done here, which, yeah, Cher's been here the whole time, Jamie. Yeah.
She's been here the whole entire time. And you missed her.
Yeah. She likes your singing voice, Jamie. She wants to collab.
I do. I love singing.
By the way, Jamie does have a very nice singing voice.
She really does. So
she does. And she posts covers to her YouTube channel. So you guys should check that out. But yes, someone asked as well. Yeah, yes, we're going to see the Black Phone. I'm going to see it this weekend.
I'm excited to see it. I don't know when I'm going to see it, but I will definitely be watching that one. So
yeah, but I'll see it this weekend. I'll do a review for it. And I saw the Barbarian trailer. I'm going to watch that too.
By the way, Jamie, we love you. So thank you for stepping in. We love you.
You're doing well, Jamie. I'll tell you what. I love you,
babe. They say we're young, but we don't know. Won't find out until.
Why do I feel like when you're listening to Cher in your car, like you don't try to like sing like as Justin singing Cher, you try to sing as Cher singing Cher. Like I just feel like I could totally see that.
Best. Cher's the best, Nick.
Hey, like I said, I've heard a lot of Cher. It's my mom's like all-time favorite artist, so I'm familiar with Cher. But guys, if you haven't left a like on the stream, please do that. But I think this is a good wrapping up point. I think that we've gone an hour and a half. Justin and I both have to work tomorrow, and but yeah.
Elvis does come in every once in a while.
Which, by the way, I'm excited to see that movie too.
I am very excited to see Elvis. So
yes,
take my hand. Take my whole life too.
Sing it, brother.
I can't help falling in love with you.
Patrick Wilson, guys. The Conjuring 2. Give it up. Patrick Wilson.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, no, thank you guys so much for being in here tonight, for clowning around with us, for listening to all of our insane dumbassery. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we had a lot of engagement. Thank you guys, everyone who chatted, who super chatted, who left a like. We love y'all. I mean, what more can we say? This is always fun, and we missed you, but we wanted to make sure we came to you this week. Come hell or high water, we're going to do it. So,
and Cher did too, baby. Cher wanted to come in.
That's right, and she did. She did. So thank you, Cher. Thank you, everyone in the chat. We love you.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Great weekend.
Yes, have a great weekend, guys.
We'll see you Tuesday.
Bye.